What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Manny Pacquiao, Ryan Garcia. Fight not happening, says Golden Boy promotional exec. Ryan Garcia's dreams of stepping into the ring to make a fight with Manny Pacquiao will have to remain, just for now, fantasy. Golden Boy Promotions, which promotes the 22-year-old Garcia, told ESPN a fight between them two are not in the cards. There's nothing to talk about. They contacted us, but it turns out there's nothing to talk about. The fight isn't going to happen. However, Guadalupe Valencia, who represents Garcia, told The Athletic that the door is still open for a fight to take place. We're discussing terms, Valencia said. Manny and Ryan want it and instructed their teams to make it happen. That's what we're trying to accomplish. Garcia, of course, defended his championship against Luke Campbell, was promoting a fight between him and Pacquiao. And the exec also said, you get a call and someone says, you can fight Manny Pacquiao. What are you going to say to that? Garcia told ESPN. Valencia also said that there is a high level in a non-exhibition bout between the boxers and mentioned the last week of April or the first week of May as a possible date. Valencia said he reached out to Pacquiao's representative, reached out to gauge us first. However, Gomez and Pacquiao's group was new to boxing, so there wasn't anything to build on or discuss. He added that after he and Golden Boy CEO Oscar De La Hoya met with top ranks Bob Arum, he considers lightweight champion Teofimo Lopez to be Garcia's next potential fight. Teofimo is more feasible, Gomez said. It's one of those fights that obviously of interest to fight, or for Ryan, that could be a great fight. Okay, of course, we know Pacquiao hasn't fought since 2019 of July. Now, what do I say to that? I say absolutely wonderful. I didn't understand the fight. I didn't know where it came from. I still really don't know where it came from, honestly. I don't really know the exact reason because it's not given us any. They're new to boxing, therefore there's nothing to discuss. That's all I really read. However, the only thing I can gather from reading this article is that Bob Arum and Oscar De La Hoya decided to fight, or for their two fighters to face each other for all the marbles, or almost all the marbles, because you do have Devin Haney, which I'm going to get to in a second. And I think that to Oscar De La Hoya was more feasible. And it is. It is. A fight makes more sense. That fight is no surprise to me, because remember, Bob Arum was being interviewed, and in one of these interviews he stated that Ryan Garcia and Teofimo Lopez would be a better match because of the notoriety from Garcia, which he acknowledges, the fan base, the social media following, and Teofimo Lopez also being from Latin descent would be a great fight to market. Okay, you can build off that fight because both guys are well known, they're outspoken, and they have their own fan base. And of course, Teofimo Lopez has done something that all those other guys haven't done. So he's the breakthrough guy. Ryan Garcia is the social media breakthrough guy. So both of these breakthrough guys can come together and make a super fight. That's what Bob Arum was trying to say. And according to Derek Gomez, Oscar De La Hoya, and Bob Arum has agreed that that would be a better fight than a Manny Pacquiao fight. So, in other words, also adding to that, Bob Arum convinced Oscar De La Hoya that my plan is a better plan than fighting someone like Manny Pacquiao that I no longer have control over. That's what I also see. Because Manny Pacquiao is a guy, obviously he's doing what he wants to do. Manny was sure he would tell you he won't fight anyone, and then they'll call just for an extend, a branch out to see what they think. A lot of people do that. They ask what would you think about a particular fight, and then, hey, yeah, I would love that fight. Who wouldn't want to fight Manny Pacquiao, especially this time in his career? You're fighting a legend that still can fight decent enough to make a good account of himself. You know, last I heard was as of July 19th. But as far as we know, he can make a good account of himself. So they wanted that fight. You know, Ryan Garcia wanted that fight, Oscar De La Hoya. I'm surprised because normally I would think Oscar would use that as fuel, you know, but of course Oscar doesn't, you know, have disdain towards Manny Pacquiao like he did someone like Floyd, you know, for many other reasons. But the only snag I see with those two fighting would be the complication with Devin Haney, because I know Ryan Garcia, if Ryan Garcia gets a fight with Teofimo Lopez, that would be really, that would upset Team Haney very much, because they are the mandatories. They're the guys next in line to fight for that WBC belt. And since Ryan Garcia is the interim champion and he got a crack at the franchise champion at that division, along with the other belts, I think that would be something like a competition, rivalry between Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. And then Ryan Garcia is going to eat that up, because he's going to say, you know what? Look at my fan base. Look at the desire for this fight. People want this fight over the fight that you want with Teofimo Lopez. That type of stuff, man. And it will get nasty, I think. But if Ryan gets that fight and they come together, I mean, what are you going to really be mad about? Honestly, nothing. Because you at least want these four kings to get it on with themselves. And it makes sense anyway, because Manny Pacquiao's a wild card that came out of nowhere. And meanwhile, you got the lightweight division ready to explode. But the reason why, because you have all this talent at the lightweight division. And we want to see who is at the very top when they fight each other. This is a way of saying it. So, no, I'm not mad at all. I was just scratching my head on how the Manny Pacquiao and Ryan Garcia fight happened anyway. I guess it was just one side that were just asking questions about a possible fight instead of a real fight. Manny Pacquiao wasn't opposed to it. Neither, of course, was Ryan Garcia, because that's a big name on the resume if he wins, right? And he has the youth, the height, the reach on his side. So, you know, it looks good for him. You know, if he lost, though, it would be very bad for him. But that's okay. He wouldn't have to worry about it now, because there's other fish to fry. And I'm glad. So let's fry some other fish. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of the Manny Pacquiao, Ryan Garcia fight. Off. Not happening. Tell me what you think. Please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.